Uh, be right back if anybody's watching. Be right back. I forgot my protein drink. I'm here. Right back. 2 seconds. Oh, what's up? I don't know if anybody's here. If you are, hello. Sorry. I went to get another cup of coffee and grab my protein drink. So I forgot to get it before I sat down. Good morning, everybody. All right. I got her fully. Oh, that's hot. Good morning. Who's here? Say hello. What's up? What's happening? A little bit early because I have to only stay live for about an hour, and then I got to go to the supermarket at like 9 before it gets too hot. My dad wants to go. I'm here. I'm just lowering this for a second because I got to blow my nose. Well, good morning, everyone. How are you? I'm just blowing my nose. I don't want to do it in front of the camera and be rude. What's up, Jer? Jamaican, what's up, buddy? Cheers. How are you, buddy? Pineapple. Happy Pineapple Day. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay, Jer? Can you hear me okay or no? Using my external mic, it's being a pain in the ass. Is the volume all right? You see me okay? I hear you? All right, cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm a little earlier today because I gotta go out like 9. My dad wants to head to the store before it gets way too hot. It's supposed to be brutal again today. All week it's supposed to be hot. Super hot. No relief in sight until probably the weekend. Maybe. Keep getting emails, man. The friggin' heat advisories, and so he wants to go like 9 o'clock before it gets too hot, which I don't blame him. I only need to get a few things anyway, so just be prepared. Gotta prepare myself for the week ahead. Man, all my gears are in the car to go fishing and just didn't go out. Oh yeah, why is it way too hot? Or is that why you're not going? I'm sure it's freaking hot, but just not in the mood. I have plenty of videos. Well, I don't go fishing because I need to make videos. I go fishing because I love fishing, and I'm sure you do too. But when you're doing it for videos and doing it as a job, that I could understand that. But I don't even do fishing on this channel. I have another channel that I do fishing on, but I haven't done it in, I don't know, that channel's probably like 2 years old. I really haven't done much on it. I don't know. I don't know. I go fishing, we get the rods in the water, me and Pops, and we just get to talking, and it just becomes like I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I don't know. I go fishing, I want to fish. You know what I mean? I would never be a good fishing YouTuber because I don't know. I don't like playing to the camera when I'm fishing. You know, if that makes sense. What's up, Cindy? Like Cindy's the other way around. You know, she would love to fish anytime. I'm sure, just like me, but she loves to YouTube fish. You know, like I tried it. It's just not for me. I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much because it feels almost like a job to me when I have to sit there and cater to the camera while I'm fishing, and I'm with my dad, and we talk about a lot of intricate stuff a lot of times, and my health and his stuff going on, and it's you can't really, you got to be careful what you say when you're on camera. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys know what I'm saying. But I just recently been doing YouTube full time until I find another job, unless the channel starts making good money. That's good, Jared. I mean, I get it, bro. If you're doing it as a living, I fully understand. You have to cater to the camera. I get it. But I love to fish. I've been doing it my whole life. I absolutely enjoy it more than anything on this earth, and especially more now that I'm sick. Like, I really, when I get the chance to go, I enjoy it so much. But that's part of the problem too, Like, I don't know. I do this channel. This channel is going to be monetized in the next couple of months, so like fully monetized. I'm partially monetized now, but I only need about 50 something subs, and I know if I do a couple of good short videos, I'll get there. But you did fish last night, did you, Cindy? Very odd. I looked through you guys. I kind of went to sleep early. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. I went to sleep early. I fell asleep, and then I woke up. I was up at like 12:31. I fell back to sleep an hour later, and then I was up at 6. I was watching Bugman at 6 o'clock this morning, 6:30. And then I'm up now because I gotta go to the supermarket at like 9 o'clock with my dad before it gets way too hot. He doesn't want to go. I don't blame him. It's just way too fucking hot. but yeah, like I said, do it as a job, man. If you can make good money on it, go for it. Really. I just think, when you're doing YouTube as a job, it takes away a little bit of the fun that you experience when you go fishing, unless you can just do it and do both at the same time, which for me I think is a little difficult. For some people it might not be. I always film a week in advance just in case of weather. Yeah, I hear you on that too. What's going on, Skipjack? How are you, Cindy? Hope you and Travis are well. Are you back to work? It is Monday. I'm guessing you're back to work. But like I said, I did look for you all last night. I didn't see you. I don't know if you did fish or not. But you did fish all week, so if you did take a day off, I completely understand that. But that's good, Jer. I get it. NJ's out fishing right now. He's at, I think he's at Pine Cliff carp fishing. My friend makes 10K USD per month from YouTube. That's great. That's really good. Really good. Is he fishing? Is he a fishing channel? It all depends on how much work you want to put into it. That's what it comes down to. The more you film, the more you have to edit. You have to keep that in your mind. I mean, unless you're not gonna edit. But I don't know. There's one channel I watch. I'm sure you guys know him. I know Cindy does. Travis talks to him from time to time, I believe. And it's Justin Akaya Catfishing, and he's been doing the 4-hour unedited videos. And like he said, you get burnt out from editing so much, But you also, you gotta have a good crowd of people that want to watch 4 hours of unedited video. It's hard, Me, I enjoy it. I do. I put it on at night. I'll watch probably 2 hours of it before I go to sleep, and then I knock out. I don't know. I said it from day one. Justin has that voice that it just puts me to sleep. It kind of sounds crazy, but it's true. He's just a travel vlog channel, raw. That's cool. That's cool. Are you back to work today, Cindy? I don't know if you heard me ask before. But yeah, you have to really find like for what I do, just sit down, like vlog it or whatever, I guess you called me. Not sure, but you don't need to edit, So for that, it's great. And I don't do videos for it. So, but if I did, really, I don't really have I'd have to get onto a really good subject and be able to talk about it for at least half hour, 45 minutes. And that's rough to do by yourself, you can get on a good topic, with two people in a room, one person in a room on a live, and get through an hour. But to try to do that for a video is very hard. So, like I said, for me, live streaming is the way to go. I mean, I put up some shorts from time to time, but it's hard for me to do videos. Fishing is my therapy, and I need it a lot. I get it, and believe it or not, this is my therapy, but so is fishing. But I can't get to fish as much as I want to, if that makes sense. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about the GoPro, especially in the summertime. It seems to overheat too easily. Um, I don't know. Back at work, can't chat. Have a great one. All right, Cindy, have a good one. I appreciate you stopping by. Um, but Jared, I know what you mean. GoPros are great quality from what you hear from everybody. Great quality, top of the notch in any kind of camera world, probably top notch from anyone you ask that does any kind of filming. GoPro is top of the line, but it overheats too easy. Can't handle the couple hours of filming, from what I've heard. Just overheats too fast. But if you're doing just short, half hour, or you're not in direct sunlight where the heat is going to affect you, then GoPro's the way to go, in my opinion. But other than that, I would shop around. I forgot the one one buddy uses. I can't think of the name. It's not GoPro. We're just DJI Osmo Action is my number one go-to action cam. Maybe that's it. DJ. For some reason, that rings a bell. I think that's the one my buddy uses. DJI. I don't remember him saying the Osmo part, but I remember DJI for some reason. I heard they're pretty good. They don't overheat. Just got to find the one that works for you, bud. But all I know is any fishing YouTuber that I've talked to that's out there in the sun in the summertime, GoPro's the worst camera to use. I use DJI Osmo Action 1 and 3. Great cameras. I'll check it. How much are they? I thought about doing it. I really did. I really, really thought about getting a GoPro and a nice friggin' tripod and really doing it. But it's hard to do it. It really is. People think it's easy. I'll just go fishing. You'll make money on YouTube. No, it doesn't work like that, man. The content's got to be strong too. If you sit there day in and day out and not catching anything, people lose interest really fast. Action 3 is $199 at the moment on Amazon on sale. Put a head strap on. Yeah, that's good too. Head strap or chesty, whatever. I mean, that works. But like I said, if your content is dragging and you're 4 hours or 3 hours or even an hour of not catching anything over and over and over, there's no guarantee when you go fishing, man. There's not. And then for you to try to get at least a half hour or 20 minutes is probably the average good time to do a video, especially a fishing video, and you're editing. Like if you're editing a 5-hour session down to 20 minutes, it's probably the best from what I've seen. You get the best retention, audio. What do you call that? Audience retention. Watching the videos is probably like a good 18 to 20 minute video is probably the best in my opinion. I don't know what you think, Jared, but anything over that is just, it's hard to keep somebody's attention. But if you're only editing catches, you're going to need a 5, 6 hour, 7 hour session out there. I don't care who you are or where you are. It's yeah, I get 40-second clips. I get that too. But what I'm saying is, even when you fish, you're out there 5, 6, 7 hours, right? To get a half-hour video edited. I guarantee it. Unless you have a hot spot where you're catching fish every day consistently, it's not. It doesn't happen. It's an impossibility. You're putting time in, and you're getting a half-hour video out of it for 6, 7 hours. Okay, 3 hours, even 3 hours to get a half-hour video. Think about that. It's a lot of work. People think that's easy, and that's 3 hours is good for you. But some people are 5, 6, 7 hours to get a half-hour video. Then first of all, you got to edit that 7-hour video, which first of all, I know nothing about editing. So if I got into it, I'd have to study up on editing first of all before doing anything. 3 hours in the morning for a 1 hour and 10-minute video. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That means you're getting good quality content out of 3 hours. That's good. That's good, you know. And then, like you said, you breaking it down to highlights is really good too. What's up, Diana? How are you? Hello, Adventures. How are you feeling? And how is family? Family's good. Me and men's and men's. Hi, Skipjack, Cindy, Jamaican. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I came early because I have to go shopping at like 9 o'clock. So I'm out a little earlier than usual, but not too crazy earlier. Just a half hour earlier. About 15 minutes, whatever. But yeah, man, it's a lot of people think it's easy, Jamaican, but it's not, man. It is not. Especially having to put up video. Put it here this way. If your channel's taking off, you got to put up videos at least 3 times a week. You're fishing 3 days, 15, 16 hours. It's a lot, man. I film sometimes 2 videos in that 3 hours if I move to another spot. That's good. You got a good spot where you're catching fish, you know, but if that spot turns off and you got to go to another spot, then what do? You know, now you're filming longer. That's my whole point, man. Like, if I was to start a channel and do just fishing and I went down to the spot that I filmed from there a few times, you know, more of just a chat session, but, you know, fishing too, but not focusing on the fishing. I had some nights where I'm like, damn, I wish I was recording, like really focusing this on and really could have a good fishing video, you know, and edit out all the other shit. But other times we sat there and pole watched for 5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, just pole watched and didn't catch shit. What do you do with that? If you're a YouTuber and that's your job, that sucks. You're going to work to make no money that day. That's why that can happen a lot, you know. That's why a lot of channels are not successful, because they can't find a spot where they're consistently catching fish, you know. Sometimes it takes me down the coast 75 kilometers. That's fine, but if you're finding a spot where you're catching fish, that's a beautiful thing. But if you're sitting in, you know, that's why a lot of people on boats do well on the fishing, because you can move, right? You can move. You can cover a lot more water. If you're a bank fisherman, and I didn't say this to NJ, but you know, like he's fishing the spot right now on that dock in Pine Cliff. That one day he caught 14 fish. That was phenomenal, bro. If he broke that down, he could get 5-6 videos out of that. He consistently caught fish for 3-4 hours. You know, he could break that down and get probably 4 or 5 videos out of it if he really did. If he edited it down. Adventures, that's good to hear. YouTube is difficult at times, especially if a channel is monetized. YouTube wants all the money. Well, that's true too. If you're making a ton of money, you know, if your content is great and you're pulling in a lot of views and stuff like that, then you don't mind, you know, giving it to YouTube. Listen, it's a job. You know, your boss isn't paying you what he makes, right? Like I'm a chef, so you know the say 80 plates I put out on a Friday night, you know, he's bringing in $3,000. I'm saying friggin' 100. You know what I mean? 150. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. It's business, you know. That I get that. And when you become a partner with YouTube, it's a business. So, but you're also interacting with your viewers, you know. And I believe, honestly, if I was ever to start a fishing channel, which one I need to get a license for a vehicle. I can't rely on other people, so I'd have to work. You know, I have to get my license to drive. I have to get a vehicle. I'd have to get a good camera to film. And then not only that, you would still have to have a part-time gig on the side. You have to. I don't care. You'd have a honey hole and make videos at your wazoo. You're still not going to make enough money in the beginning. You need to have a part-time gig on the side until it takes off, you know. And that's any content. That's how I believe with any content, to be honest with you. I have YouTube channels in the lottery community that are 150,000 subscribers. But you know what? They put their fucking time in. Pardon my French. They put their time in. They paid their dues, man. They sat there and scratched tickets and lost, and then, you know, had good videos, you know, had good following of people, do good live streams. I was just talking about this yesterday the day before in my live, that some of the best lottery YouTubers do not do a live stream. Never. Strictly videos, and that's it. You know, you scratch, you record. I mean, you record, you scratch. You have a good session, you put it up. I believe a good lottery channel shows the losses too, but not all the time. You know, the people get disinterested. People want to see winners. There's a channel out there in the YouTube world called Only Scratching Winners, and they only showed winners all the time in every single video. I'll tell you what, their channel did good, but it could have done better if they did throw in some videos that you had a loss or two. Sure, people want to see losses too. I don't care what anybody says. And if you have a good crowd and a good following, if this makes any sense to you guys on a comparison level, if you have a good following of people that are going to watch your channel, period, you could have a 3-hour session on the water and not catch a thing, and people are still going to be there. A lot of it is the chat too, but that's the difference between live and videos. NJ's channel, he does great, even if he catches nothing. His channel's lit. His viewers are amazing. Skipjack Cindy, one of the best chats around on YouTube, in my opinion. Her chat is off the hook all the time, and I've been in her lives 5 hours and they didn't catch a thing. But you know what? Her chat is lit. So you're getting views. You're getting people to interact in the chat. It's a lot to it. People think just hit the like button and go live and you're going to make money. No. And I just mentioned 5 crucial things in the last 21 minutes that I've been live. Probably 3 or 4 crucial things that need to happen to be successful. I'll send you recipes. Also, check out Team Chef Life. He's my friend. Oh, nice. Yeah. Now, I thought about doing cooking and stuff. I had a very, very good video that I did. I made sausage, pepper, and onions. I set up the tripod in my kitchen. I made sausage, pepper, and onions from the beginning to end, and it was only about a half-hour video. And you know what? I'm good at what I do for cooking-wise. I had a very, very good response. But how could I do that every day? Pouring a bowl of cereal. You know what I mean? My life is different now. I wake up, I make pork roll and cheese every morning for breakfast. Could I do that and get enough views for people to watch me? Probably not. So listen, I personally think people told me this years ago that I should do a cooking thing, and whatever I'm cooking for dinner that week, say I cook dinner. I'm single, so say I cook a good meal 3 times a week. I don't order out anymore, so I basically do cook almost every day. You're a chef, use it. You have to eat, switch up foods. No, I get it. I get that too, but also it's not that easy, man. It's not. You got to be able to have content on a regular basis. And like I said, if I did that before I got sick, I think it would work. But now, if I don't feel well, I'm not cooking dinner. I'll just make a sandwich. I can't make a video out of making a sandwich. Maybe somebody can and make it interesting, but I don't think I could. I think I'm interesting, but I'm not that interesting. But I get it, bro. I do. It just, since I got sick, I pretty much lost interest in. I'll be honest with you. I look at my numbers, my analytics. I do better now with this than I ever did with a lottery channel. My numbers are way better now. Don't look at right now. I get 2 people in the chat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about overall. Overall, in a month, my numbers are way better than when I did lottery like 4 times a week. 3 videos a week, 3 shorts, 2 video, 3 thumbnails. Yeah, I got you. I am a chef, but I'm not working right now because I'm sick. I got the cancer back in October, so I'm sick. There's days that I don't want to get out of my bed. I'll do this in the morning, and then I'm in bed most of the day. I try to do this every morning because it's part of my therapy. So I don't know. All I'm saying, my point basically is YouTube is not as easy as people think. It's really not. Even this, I have to get up and I have to come here and sit here and interact. And if there's only 2 people here, I have to make sure I can sit here and talk and keep 2 people here for as long as I want to be on. I'm 25 minutes already, and I only have 3 people here. It's not easy. It's really not easy. Jamaica is basically, keeping it going right now. Just talking, we're just having a conversation, and that's what helps a lot. But I have some mornings that I have 15 people in here and the conversation's off the chain, that I have some mornings that I have 2 people here for an hour. And it's, is that helping my channel? Probably not. But I still stay live because for me, it's not a job. For me, it's it's therapy, you know. It's like people wake up and go to their therapist, you know. For me, I wake up and I come on here, and it helps me in my mind, you know. It helps me in my mind and my heart. I see my friends; they make me feel better, you know. You know, but I'm battling a shitty disease here, and it's for me. Like I said, I can't get into making a channel. It's just I just can't do it right now. I had my chance and I blew it. But I'll tell you right now, my numbers are way better. You know, I'm sitting right below 1,000 subscribers right now, and all I do is sit here and talk to you all every morning. Think about that. I was doing videos freaking 3 times a week, spending friggin' hella money on lottery tickets, and I didn't get nearly as much of the attention that I do now. Why is this not coming out? Oh, I thought it was frozen. I was like, wait a minute. It was in the fridge. It ain't frozen. Adventures. People like everything on the channel, so it's all good. Do only what you can do. Okay, Mom is awake. Please have a good day. Please have a good day, everyone. You too, Diana. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you as always. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate your support always. I do. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming around again. I didn't see you for a while, but thank you for coming back. Like I said, you know, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I'm sitting here now, 2 people. It's not easy. Like I before, I'd be like, all right, guys, you know, there's only 2 people here. I'm going to get off. Nah, I'll sit here. I'll sit here for an hour. I don't care. You know, for me, like I said, it's therapy. I thoroughly enjoy it. I really, really do. I enjoy this a lot. I love it. I enjoy it a lot more when there's more people here. But that's also my fault going live when, you know, NJ's live. I do that. Bugman's live. I'm not saying that, you know, people taking away my people, but, you know, I would, if NJ wasn't fishing right now live, which I knew he was, but he knows us. I'm also going to go live. But I'm not sitting here trying to take people away from him. I'm not. You know, he's more interesting right now. He's catching fish. You're having a good time. You know, I get it. I get it. I don't expect people to leave there, you know. Like, I know AJ's there. He always pops in my lives every day, you know. Usually, Gigability will pop in. He might be fishing today. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? People have lives, you know, and you can't rely on everybody all the time, you know, to fill the space, man. You just can't. Sometimes you have to sit here and suck it up, like I am right now. But I appreciate Diane here. I appreciate you being here, Jared. I really do, man. I do. It means a lot to me. But it took a long time to be able to sit here and talk to a camera and nobody being there. Took me a long time to be able to do that. It's not easy. People get what's the word? Intimidated because that green light's up, like on my laptop. That green light shining on me right now off my camera. People start getting nervous, man. Like, damn, nobody's here. I used to be like that. Like, oh man, there's nobody here. I wonder if they're going to come in or not today. Like, no. Come in. If you don't, whatever. I'll sit here and run my gums for an hour. It is what it is. I still get views after the fact. You know, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, well, I have to base my channel on who's ever going to come into my live." You want people to rewatch it too, and I have better success with people rewatching my lives than my actual lives. There's Anthony. What's up, buddy? You know, just talking how hard YouTube can be, Anthony. It's not easy. You know it, bro. You sit out there in that brutal sun, man, sometimes for hours, you know, and not catch anything, bro. It's tough, man. It's not easy to friggin' hold a chat down, man. Never second guess yourself. You are doing well. I'm not second guessing myself. I used to second guess myself and say, dude, but nobody's coming. Damn, man, I got to just shut this down and try again tomorrow. No, I'm going to stay on now. Fuck it. I'm going to stay on, and that's it. You know, people will show up. You know, they always do. You just give it a chance, you know, and people will come in. Hold a conversation down with who you have, and people will come in. You know, some days it might be 4 people, some days it might be 24 people. You just got to take the good with the bad. It's true, though, Jamaica. It is, bro. It really is. I'm not talking nonsense here. I know I'm speaking the truth. I've been doing this too long. It's not easy, man. Ask Anthony. He's right there, man. He'll tell you. It's not an easy job, man. Having YouTube as a job is not easy, bro. I'm telling you, it's not. It's a grind. Right or wrong, Anthony? Is it a grind or not? Is it easy going to the office every day? fishing for a living, it's not easy, man. It is not easy. But I think sitting back and just letting it happen is the best approach. Don't be nervous. Just chill and let it happen. I honestly believe that's the way to go. Just chill and let it happen. Shit. I gotta call the I don't know why. I left myself a note here saying I had to call my oncologist Monday morning. I don't know why I had to call him for what. I don't remember. I had to leave a note to remind me why I was calling him. It's easy for me. I can talk to anyone about anything. I even talk to them. No, I get that. What I'm talking about is like if you're doing YouTube as a job and your content is fishing and you're not catching anything, like 2-3 lives in a row or 2-3 videos in a row. Sometimes you won't see a YouTuber go live for like a week and you go, I wonder why. Because they had sessions where they didn't catch anything, and they recorded, but they don't want to put up skunks. They don't. But I still think you should, because that's, it's reality. People want to see reality too. You're not going out catching fish every single day. You're not. I personally, and I mentioned them before, Justin Kayak Catfishing. He goes, if you're watching this 4-hour unedited video, obviously we caught fish. But otherwise, I wouldn't have freaking put it up. He's out there 7-8 hours, and he won't use it. He won't use any of the content if he doesn't catch a fish. To me, that's a shitty day at the office. That's a bad day of work, because now you're not using that 8 hours of your time. You're not putting up a video at all off of it. In my opinion, that's dumb, because he has a good following. He thinks that people aren't going to watch it because he's not catching fish. That's, in my opinion, that's a shitty way of looking at it. It's like the lottery, like I said. You put up 8 sessions in a row where you have a profit session, and then you all of a sudden you're not putting up any content for a week because you went and scratched $100 worth of tickets and didn't get any winners. You're not going to put that up. Why? You got to show the people that life is real. You know what I mean? And you're going to get losses too. It's the same thing in any other business. But I know what you mean, Anthony. You're even way better at it than I am. I'm just comfortable behind a camera. I never was. I never was able to sit here and talk for 33 minutes with 2 people. I used to freaking not be able to do it. I would just end it and be like, all right, I'll try again tomorrow. And hopefully people come in. Now I'll sit here with one person and I'll talk to the camera myself. It is what it is. That's basically what you're doing anyway, whether there's people in here or not. Think about it. You put up a 40-minute video and you're talking to the camera, right? And there's nobody there. So you got to be able to do that live too. And you hope people come in. Peeps like what they see and hear, whether I catch or not. Plus, they're that possible monster that can be caught at any time in these waters. That's true. Very true. But the difference between that and me is what monster are they going to see here? Nothing. So, what can I do with my content that could be explosive? Nothing. So the only thing I can do is have a good conversation and try to keep people here. That's what I'm trying to come up with. Like, what can I do to hold an audience for an hour? Right now, it says I have 2 people and 8 thumbs up. I appreciate all that. I do. But is that a successful live right now? No. Is it hurting my channel? Probably. But this isn't a business for me, so I don't really care that much. Like I said, if I have 2 people here, I'm happy. That's the difference. If I did this as a living, it would hurt my channel big time. But I'm not doing it as a living. I'm doing it just to hang out with my friends. And it's therapy for me. But for you, Anthony, like you said, you have that possibility of landing that 5-6 foot guard like you did that day. And I'm telling you, your numbers were probably freaking phenomenal off of that video, off of that live. That was one of the most fun lives I was ever at. When you caught that big gar that day, when you had the water up to your friggin', the water kept coming up. That blew my mind on its own. Just watching the water coming up on top of your boots. All right, Jared, no problem, man. I'm only gonna be on for another 40 minutes, maybe half hour. Because like I said, I got to go shopping for a little bit with my dad, and then I'll probably come back live when I come back. Probably more people around too. But that was one of the. I mean, from the day I met you till right now, that was probably the best live I've ever watched of yours. You caught a ton of fish that day. You caught that big ass gar. Not only that, what kept me watching was that water keep coming up, man. Just coming up your shoes. Then it was going over the top of your boots. I was like, dude, this is crazy, dude. Is this guy going to get off that ledge yet? Or is he going to continue to stand there? And I'm like, dude, that's what kept me watching. I'll be honest. And if that was the first time, it wasn't. But if that was my first time watching, I wouldn't have left until, is that water going to go up to his fucking chest? You know what I mean? Like, you seem like the kind of guy, you would have let that water go up to your chest. You wouldn't give a shit as long as the fish were biting. You know what I mean? Like, that was interesting in itself, man. That was wild. He said, even for me. I bet it was, man. That was cool shit. That had me freaking staying on my edge of my seat. I mean, don't get me wrong. You were catching a lot of fish, but just that alone, like I said, if you had just walked in and you didn't see you catch a fish yet, I was like, dude, where's this? Is this guy going to, like, go find another spot? I was thinking to myself, and I know you now. I'm still saying to myself, going, is this guy going to move to another spot? Like, I don't want to bring it up because I'm like, I know you're going to stand there anyway. But as a new person, I'd be like, dude, this water's going over the top of his shoes, man. Does he care about ruining his sneakers or his boots? Or is that water going to go up to his knees and then he's going to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit had me freaking out, dude. And I know you. And I knew you weren't moving. But I wonder, like, new people that watch were like, dude, if that kept them on the edge of their seat, because I know you and it kept me on the edge of my seat. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, that's keeping an audience. You know, that's what I'm saying. That kept an audience there. Like, that was an awesome friggin' live. You know? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, you know, to be able to keep, if you look at audience retention, keeping people there in the live, that's the most important thing you can do, is keeping people there. Like, I could keep one person here right now. That's because he's my friend. If Anthony left right now, I'd have nobody here. You know, that I don't know how long I'd last, you know? But that's my whole point of how hard YouTube can be at times. Yeah, it's not as easy as just hitting the live button. That's basically my point from the beginning. Like you said, some are better than others. All there is to it. Yeah, it's exactly it. You know, listen, you're not going to get friggin' 5,000, 10,000 views every single video you put up. You're not. That's the bottom line. It's just not going to happen. You know, and you're going to have people, and this is the truth too. And people need to be prepared when they start a YouTube channel. These are the things I try to talk about on here, whether I have one person or 20. I want people to understand it's not an easy bit. People think, oh, I'm just going to go buy a camera, or I'm going to just use my laptop and make videos and I'm going to be successful at it. It's not that easy, man. It's not. You know, do you think I got almost 1,000 subscribers because I'm that interesting? No. I don't think so. I don't even know if that made any freak. That didn't even make any sense to me, what I just said. But my point is, it's not easy, man. It's not. It's not easy. I'm sure that, let's pick somebody in the fishing world. Let's just pick somebody in the fishing world, okay? 2 different channels. Pontoon Jody. No, that's not a good example either. That's not. Let's see. I'm trying to pick 2 that I know, and the 2 people that are here definitely know. I don't want to use you, Anthony, as a comparison. My first couple months, I couldn't pull more than 5-9 people live, probably for 2 months, but I kept at it. But I wanted to quit. Yeah, shit, I wanted to quit so many times, man. But I enjoy it too much. I do. I enjoy it way too much. And as long as you make a good relationship with people, they'll come in. You know, I have my regulars that come in every day. It's 8:22 a.m. on a Monday off a holiday weekend. I still have 3 people here, or 4 people. That might not seem much to a lot of people, but I'll tell you what, for me, that's, you know, I'm happy with that. Are you on break? Awesome, Cindy. You know, that means so much to me right there. You know, that Cindy is here on her break of her job, hanging out in my live stream at 8:23 a.m. on a Monday after a holiday weekend. That's big. I might get people commenting on this video going, "Oh, I watched you live and I heard what you were saying, but you only had 3 people there." I don't give a shit. You go live and see how many people you got on a Monday at 8:30 a.m. after a holiday weekend. People going back to work. You go show me how many people you have in your live. And I guarantee you 20 minutes, half hour from now, I'll have more than that. But to me, it's not about the numbers, like I said. It's just the fact that Cindy's on her lunch break from work and she's sitting here chilling right now. That, to me, is fucking rocking, dude. To me, that's awesome. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that, bro. I do. You understand what I'm saying. Like, there's so many people that watch my channel. I get negative comments in the comment box all the time. Like, "Oh, man, you had like 4 people in there. You were so happy." Yeah, fuck you, man. Go watch somebody else then. Or you hit the live button and see how many people you have in your live when you have nothing to talk about. It ain't easy. This is my point. It's not easy. I enjoy the channel. I usually am asleep when you go live, but I try to tune in. I know Rocco, man. Rocco, I know you a long time, bro. You've been a long time supporter of my channel. No matter what I do, I can sit here and freaking untie my shoe for an hour, and you'll sit and hang out with me, bro. It's that's, you know, I'm talking about you, but then yet I'm not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you get new people? How did I meet Anthony? You know, this is what people don't understand. If you want people to come watch your live when you hit live, you better go be at their lives. You better go support them. Or you better be the most interesting person on the fucking planet. Period. And tell me I'm wrong, guys. Tell me I'm wrong. And I'll hang up my channel right now if I'm wrong. Exactly. Everybody did, Cindy. My regulars are like my new homies now. They mean everything to me. New peeps are awesome, but if they come around, it's hard to get attached to them. Know what I mean? Fucking ain't right. I know what you mean, bro. I know exactly what you mean because I've been there and I've done that. I've been on YouTube for 12 years at least. It's not my first channel. You know, my first channel was lottery, unsuccessful. My second lottery channel, which was this one, the first half of it, unsuccessful. But I met a lot of people. And I had a lot of people on my side. Hi, Amanda. How are you? And I had a lot of people on my side, you know, that stuck it out with me and hung out, you know. But like I said, you know, content that requires money is some of the hardest content to put out. But at the same token, content that doesn't require money, like what I do and what Skipjack Cindy and Anthony does, and, you know, it still costs money. You got to buy bait, you know, and time is money too. But I'm talking about me just sitting here talking. My content is very, very difficult. But at 8:26 a.m. on a Monday after a 4th of July weekend, I have 5 people in here right now. To me, that's successful. Some people might not agree, but go hit the like button and tell me how you do. Oh, fishing is definitely not cheap. No, especially when you do it 5-7 days a week like you do. For one, time is money. For two, even when you got to go catch skipjack as your bait or night crawlers cost money. Skipjack, when they're not around, you got to go buy them, right? Frozen. I know the deal. I don't live down there, but I pay attention. First of all, going to catch skipjack is not easy. I watch you guys, I watch you do it. You do it for 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes, man. That's time is money. That's your body you're putting through hell too, every single time you do it. You're not sitting in a chair throwing the lure out, dude. You are on some rough terrain, on rocks. And dude, it's you put your effort in, dude. I'm going to give you that. You never are in a spot that's the easiest place to fish. You're not. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. You know, I'm talking about what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, bro. 100%. We sometimes fish all day for ski. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Busy day ahead, meeting my job coach over coffee. Good stuff in the upcoming days. Good, Rocco. Happy and proud at the same time. Good luck. I hope the best for you, brother. You know that. And I love you, man. I wish the best for you. I do. Always. Yep. I am good. How are you doing today? I'm okay. I'm okay. So far, so good. You know, I got to go shopping, like I said, around 9 o'clock in about a half hour. So probably 9:30. All depends, you know. My dad's will probably pop in a little bit, you know. I told him I was going to go live after going shopping, but I wanted to go live both times. I just was up early and decided to hit the live button, you know. The whole day for bait, that's not a guarantee either. You got that right. Yeah. I watched you skipjack, and I think that was the first time I ever watched your channel, watching you on those rocks, dude, by the dam. And you were skipjacking, dude, and you were catching them. Don't get me wrong, you were catching them, but it didn't seem like it was the easiest thing in the world, you know, for sure. And, you know, dangerous, like you said, you know, you're not fishing on the most flat terrain. You know, you're on rocks and shit by a dam that if you fell in, you'd be dead. Listen, man, you know, you're not easy. You know, that's what people don't realize. That, you know, they see you just go fishing, throwing a line out. You know, how about all the other times when you're not filming and you're out there trying to get bait? You know, that basically that live bait is your living. You know, for your channel, but people don't see that. You know, well, he's just throwing a line out. It's easy. All right, skipjack Cindy, have a good day, sweetheart. Don't work too hard, man. And I'll see you Wednesday. Well, I'll probably see you tomorrow in the live. You always pop in, and I appreciate that. But have a great day. But people think it's easy, man. It's not. Just hit the like button. That's all it is. Just hit the live and go live. Yeah, it's that simple. It's really not. Especially for you guys fishing. It's not easy. Oh, man. I thought Pop would come in, but maybe he didn't get the notification. I don't know. I'm not even sure a notification went out or not. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. But, like I said, I'm going to go to the supermarket. I'm only going to be there probably a half hour. By the time I get back, put my shit away, and I'll probably come back alive again. Are you going live fishing today, Anthony? I hope. So at least I have something to watch. Yeah, exactly. If I can't get bait, I don't have whatever, how many shows because of that. Bait is everything. I could throw lures, but I can't babysit chat. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You know. And for your content that you like to put up, you know, you need that bait. You know, you want to catch gar, you want to catch catfish, big catfish, you know, drum, whatever it is. But I don't think that's going to happen consistently if you just sit there and throw night crawlers. You know what I mean? You need that skipjack. You need those shad or whatever you're catching for bait. You know, it's a very important part of your lives. Yeah, I just asked him that. I don't know if he is. I mean, he goes fishing almost every day, but he doesn't always go live. That's the thing. But I look forward to it. I do, because you're one of those people that'll be out there for, you know, 5-6 hours, you know, like you did yesterday. Yeah, your live was great, man. I had a good time. What is this right now? Is this Deuce Bigelow? On that laugh. I told you they put movies on every morning. This is Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, the first one. Funny ass movie. He's with the stripper right now, the hooker or whatever she is, the high class hooker. She's gonna beat the shit out of him right now. Oh, all right. I know you're going fishing, but if you go live, that's a different question altogether. But for always coming in, chilling for a while, I appreciate it a lot. You all are my crew. Yeah, for sure, man. I love it. Especially the other day. That was one of the most fun lives I had, man, with freaking Dill Pickle and, you know, those few trolls. I call them trolls, you know, whatever. When you go in that vertical mode, you get all sorts of people. And, you know, he came back the next day. So that was successful. I call them successful trolls. Then they become friends, you know. He took his licking, but you know what? He came back the next day and showed up. And for me, that's awesome, you know. I've had people like that. I've had people that came in when I went vertical. I had so many people coming in. It's hard to deal with because you're getting all sorts of people in here that are, you know, they're asking 1,000 questions or this and that and the other thing. But if you can get one good subscriber out of that comes back every day or every time you go live, it's worth it. It really is, you know. And that's how I found a bunch of everybody in here. A lot of my subscribers I found that way, you know. But you're not going to get new people unless you go live. He needs to get a fish for you. Yeah, he's been promising you a fish. I know he did. He'll get it for you. Man. Excuse me. This coffee. See, that second cup of coffee always gets me, man. Plus, I didn't eat anything. was going to make a sandwich this morning, but I just didn't. I don't know. I wasn't super hungry. Tommy Cutlets, baby. Got that right. Not too many people know what that means. But yeah, I want to get to the supermarket and get it over with. I really don't feel like going, but I need to. But I'm very lucky and fortunate that my dad's going to help me out. Oh man, I don't know if it's my medicine kicking in or that coffee or what, but it just hit me out of nowhere. It's like, ugh. You were watching A Perfect Fisherman. Who's that? And Anthony? He's a good. I love watching Anthony, man. He knows how to keep his audience there, man. That's the key. That's what I've been talking about from the beginning. After I shut down, not 10 minutes after, I was getting big takedowns. These new hooks, I don't know about it. Give me one more try. If they can't set, I won't use them no more. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say that to you yesterday, that maybe those hooks aren't so great, but because they have that coating on them, man. I don't know how good that is, but still a fishing hook, you know. If you set the hook hard enough, and you do, like, it's going to penetrate. I think a lot of that yesterday, where a lot of them are gar, and they're hard to hook, man. You know, so you can't really blame it on the hooks. My mom always said this, and we used to go, you know, she used to come with me and my dad fishing all, you know, back in the day, and we would miss them all the time. Or if we get back, like, yeah, we missed so many. She'd be like, what are you guys using, rubber hooks? That was always the joke with my mom, always saying that, yeah. Have a groovy Monday, y'all, and be well. You too, Rocco. Good luck with your buddy there this morning, your job coach. But yeah, but like I said, 53 minutes into my live, I have 5 people here and 10 thumbs up. 8:35 in the morning. I'll take it. I'll take it. Some lurkers, but I'll take it. Man. Yeah, I got to go get like 3 cases of water. The water's on sale this week, Anthony. I got to go get 3 cases of water, some bread and milk, you know, the essentials just to get through the week. And then actually to get through the next 2 weeks, to be honest. And then I think I go for my treatment not this Friday coming up, but the Friday after. And I think my sister's going to come down and pick me up. My dad's taking me to treatment, but I think she's going to come down too. And then when I go back up at her house for the weekend, I need it. I told her I'll do it every 3 weeks, man, as long as she doesn't mind doing it, you know. And I behave myself. I'll just have Saturday and Sundays basically on my own because she has to work. But I can take care of myself. I'm a grown man. I make my breakfast, lunch, whatever. She's home for dinner, so we'll figure out something for dinner, you know. I go fishing most of the time. If not, I can just hang out, watch TV, hang out with my nephews, whatever. But I think I'm going to go up again. I need it, man. I'm telling you, that fresh air up there does wonders for me now, man. Especially being sick, it does wonders for my body. It's like therapeutic for me, man. And I notice after I go up there and I'm there for a day or so and I'm breathing in that fresh air up there in the mountains, man, I feel great. I swear to God. And then I get home and I start feeling like shit again. I'm like, damn, I breathe this crappy air. Is that why? I think it's that clean air up there. I think it's the water from her well. Just those minerals and shit are doing wonders for my body. I really want to go up there and fill up like buckets or just like fill up like 2 cases of like water and bring them back with me. Either I landscape all freaking day into evening or I go fishing. Not a hard choice. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. You know, but when you do the landscaping, is that just for you or are you doing that as a job? Like, I don't know. Like, do you do YouTube as a job? I never asked you as long as I've known you. I never really did ask you that. I know you do the landscaping and you had your company, but I don't know if you do that for money or I never really wanted to pry. I never really wanted to ask. So I guess it would be the right time to ask. But I mean, you're monetized. You make money on YouTube. I don't know how much money you do make. It's none of my business, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm just asking if do you do landscaping for money, or when you do it, you do it just for yourself? No, just the property, 4 acres worth. Oh wow, that's a lot. I know what he was going to. 4 psi was a trout fish, but I know what he was going to. 4 psi was a trout fish, but the lies and went up. I don't know what you're talking about, Amanda. Write that again. I'm not sure you wrote that in there exactly the way you wanted to. I want to know what you're trying to say. 4 acres. It's a lot. It's a lot of land, dude. But with a lot of land comes that responsibility of having to cut that frigging grass, man. I mean, good thing you have a sit down mower and shit, tractor or whatever. You need it with that much property. It's a lot of work, Plus, like you said, how'd you say it the other day? You want people to be like, damn, look at that guy's grass, You want to keep up with your game. So you're good at what you do, like you said. With the landscaping, you've been doing it for years, so you want your property to look proper, and look awesome. Have your other neighbors to be like, damn, man. So that dude's got a great landscaper. Nah, I do it myself, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do that shit yourself, man. That's a lot of work in its own. I'm sure it's not a one-day job. It's a lot of work. Just the weed, when you guys call weed eating or whatever, a weed whacker. That's a lot. That's a lot of work just for where I did it a few times where I lived before I live now. I don't have to do it here because my landlord does it, but where I lived before, my roommate did it. It was his house. I lived there with him, but I would cut the grass and I would do the weed whacker sometimes, and that's a friggin' 50 by 100 or 100 by 100 lot. That's it. So how big is your backyard? It would take me a half hour to cut the grass. In the front and a half hour in the back, maybe, because I would take breaks in between. But then the weed whacking took more time. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. For you, that's a lot. Jerry, I was a trout fishing, but the lison wet up. I don't know what you mean by the lison wet up. What does that mean? Lison wet up. That's what I don't understand. I understand what you mean, that you were a trout fishing person, trout fisher woman, whatever you want to say, fisher person. Took me a full year to get all the trees looking good. I've still got tons of trees to do. I'm sure. It's a lot of work, dude. A lot of work. That I don't even want to get into that, man, because I don't like doing it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't mind cutting the grass from time to time, but when it's friggin' hot out, dude, you don't want to do it. Fishing lison. I don't know what that means. Lison. I don't know what that word means, man. I'm sorry. Fishing license? Fishing licenses? Is that what you mean? Fishing license went up? Is that what you mean? I also do my neighbors right next to me. Old boy, 84 years old. He had a stroke, bad one. Just broke his hip last week. So I've been going the extra mile helping out his property. Yeah, I remember you saying that you did his property too. Yeah. That's pretty cool, dude. Fishing. Now I know what you mean. Fishing license. I got you. Yeah, now I know what you mean. Yeah. And here, it's for the year. It's like $36, I think. I haven't bought a fishing license this year. I don't plan on it. Like I said, where I go fishing by my sister, it's a private lake. You don't need it. But if I want to fish the main lake and some of the other lakes, you need to, because the fishing game goes there a lot. And if I go there and I fish without a license, it's a big fine. I wouldn't do that anyway. I don't like to do that. I only do it by the little spot by her house because it's private and nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? But other than that, I used to buy my fishing license every year. I'm a trout fisherman too. I trout fished every year of my life until I got sick. I didn't fish this past year because I got sick, but I fished the year before when I was living by Dan. I fished with him. We went a lot. April and May, we fished a lot. We probably went 2-3 times a week for 2 months because he wasn't working at the time. Whatever side jobs he did have, we did in between. I used to help him out too with that, or not, and he did it, in between. But we did a lot of fishing, a lot of trout fishing. He's always trying to pay me. I refuse. Then he tries to give me beer. I take it, but I don't drink much anymore. I told him if he wants to give me something, just give me a few Dr. Peppers. That's cool, man. That's cool. And I understand the reasoning behind it, man. That's cool. You're a good guy, Anthony. So many other people would be like, all right, man, thanks. Put their hand out and take the money. Right now in my situation, if I was able to do that, I probably would put my hand down and take the money. But I wouldn't if I had the money. I wouldn't, Trust me, I wouldn't. I would do it out of the kindness of my heart. But, I'm going through a rough patch right now. So this next month is challenging, very, very challenging. Like, I have to call tomorrow morning I got to be on the phone at 8:29 and keep dialing to get to get disability on the phone to find out what's going on with that. I need that to happen this month, otherwise I'm in trouble. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't like to bring that on here anymore because it's not y'all's problem. But I just don't know what I'm going to do or where I'm going to live. You know, my sister's like, "You come move by me." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's a lot, and that'd be farther away from my doctors. And it's just so much, man." But I don't want to talk about it. I shouldn't have brought it up anyway. I apologize. It's not y'all's problem. It's my problem. That hopefully it'll work itself out. But, and it is going to keep going up. I don't know about Jersey. I mean, the trout stamp hasn't gone up. It went up a few years back. It used to, I think it went up $3 in the last probably 10 years, you know, but that's still, I mean, where's that money going? You know, does it go to the hatcheries? I hope so. But they don't even raise brown and brook trout anymore. I mean, some of the hatcheries do. The one private hatchery does for private properties. People will pay for them to get raised in the hatchery. But they had a disease, probably about 10 years now, that they don't raise brown and brook trout, only rainbows, which is a bunch of bullshit because obviously they could raise the rainbows, but they say, oh, they weren't susceptible to the disease. I don't know how true that was or not, but I think it's been so long now that they could actually get the brown and brookies start going again because it's going to take years for them to raise them again and get them back to stocking program. But, you know, I think they lost a lot of people in buying licenses because of that alone. What's up, Stanley McFalls? What's happening, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good 4th of July holiday week, end week, or weekend, whatever. A lot of people used it almost like a whole week this week because it landed during the week. But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was saying. Good job, Chemo Brain. That's what it does to me. If I sidetrack myself, I forget what I'm saying. I was talking about. Oh, you spent it alone this year? I got you. Yeah, me too, pretty much. I didn't really go anywhere. Oh, I was talking about fishing licenses, yeah, and then raising the trout. I used to look forward to going because the first couple of weeks was always brookies because it was still cooler out. It would be brookies for like the first 2-3 weeks, and then it would be rainbows, and then it would be browns. You know, like the beginning of May. You know, a couple weeks into May, it would be browns because they were more susceptible to the warmer water, and then that was it. And now it's all rainbows. So for me, I don't know. Even when I went last year, I went because I love to trout fish. All right, you got it, buddy. But it's not as exciting because it was different baits for different types of fish, you know. Brookies, it was always like, let's go get the fathead minnows, man. The brookies loved live bait, you know, or you know, you were throwing spinners or phoebes and shit. And then you had the rainbows where it was like, all right, now it's time to get the salmon eggs out and the worms, you know. Even though they would hit lures too because they were stupid from the hatchery, but you know, it'd be more. I did way better if rainbows on salmon eggs and like mealworms and stuff, or night crawlers, and then it would be the browns, which you went back to the minnows again, the fatheads, or you know, a lot of spinners. You know, browns where they love spinners and shit. So it was different. You know, it was like even the bait shops are suffering from it. You know, plus the pandemic didn't help. You know, a lot of small mom and pop bait shops went out of business because of the pandemic alone, and then because of the hatchery problem, you know, people weren't going as much. You know, I don't know. It's a Jersey thing, so maybe, you know, a lot of people out of state don't understand that, but we had that disease in the hatchery, and they haven't done anything about it. I don't know. I keep reading articles that they're going to start bringing brookies and browns back, but they need to start that because they start out as, you know, hatchlings, and it's going to take years for them to grow and be able to go back into the stocking program. So. But then you have like there's another hatchery, the Hackettstown hatchery. It's called the Muskie hatchery. They I think they might help in part of the stocking program, but the Pequest fish hatchery is the number one. If you go back on my channel, I did a few videos back last year during the season. We stopped at the hatchery. If you're really interested in that kind of stuff, go check it out. That's worth a watch. I have a couple of videos, a couple of shorts about the hatchery. Really cool. It was a lot of fun doing it, but they didn't allow us because it was still part of the, you know, pandemic wasn't over, and they didn't allow us to go up to the runs where they raised the trout. They used to let you up there, But because it was still part of the pandemic, they didn't let you up there. They let you inside with a mask on into the actual hatchery part, but they didn't let you like where they raise the fish. They didn't allow that, which kind of sucked because I was looking forward to that. That was going to be really good content. But I still got the good. They got and when you first walk up, there's like a little. They made like this little runway. They have these trout in there, 10, 12, 14 pounders, man, huge rainbows, just humongous, man. And I got some good content with that. Go check it out. It's on the channel. I think it's titled like P-Quest Hatchery or whatever. Really cool shit. But I hope they do it eventually one day and I'm still here, get through this disease and I'm able to go catch browns again one day. I hope so. I really hope so because I really enjoyed catching brookies and browns. It's just different now. When you go, April, May, June, whatever, fall time, all year, you're catching nothing but rainbows. It just sucks. But all right, I got 11, 12 thumbs up and 2 people in the chat right now. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. I haven't heard from my dad yet. I thought he'd be in the live, but he hasn't come in. I haven't talked to him yet. So I don't know. I don't know who else is here right now, but it says that there's 3 people and 11 thumbs up. So I appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. It helps the channel out. Just wait to hear back from my dad. I just texted him and see what he's up to. What he wants to do. I know he wanted to go early before it got too hot. That's what he told me yesterday. So, but then now I haven't heard from him. But I'm going to stay on for about another 5-10 minutes. I'm going to jump off of here and go get dressed and get ready to go because I know he wants to go early. Like I said, I'll probably come back live when I get back home. We'll see what's up at that point. I don't know, but we'll see. But I gotta get up for a minute. So just keep yourselves occupied. What's up, Karina? I'll be right back. I gotta go pee, honey. Too much coffee. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What's up, Karina? How you doing, girl? Yeah, I texted my pop, but he hasn't answered me back yet, so I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. Compliments to the chef. How you doing, Karina? How was your weekend? I'm about to clock in for work. There you go. Want to go before it gets too hot. That's what Pop said. I know. That's what he told me yesterday. That's cool. Have a great day at work, honey. Oh, yeah. It's almost 9. That's right. It was okay this weekend. Good. Good. I'm glad you had a good time. You too, Karina. Have a good day. I'm going to choose landscaping. It's supposed to rain Tuesday or Wednesday, so it'll be out of control after that. Possibly pop up fish later. Have a great day. You too, Anthony. I'm going to jump off here too. I'm just talking to Pops, and he wants to go to the store. Have a good one, brother. Later, brother. Have a good day, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here too. Uh, gonna try to go to the bathroom and stuff before I leave. Like I said, and he's ready to go in a few. So, all right, everybody, I'm gonna jump off here. I'll catch you later. I'll probably go live when I get back. So once I get back and put everything away or whatever, I'm not. I'm only getting a few things. I don't have enough money to get a bunch of shit. So I should be back, maybe live back on around 10:30, maybe. So tune in, keep an eye out, and come hang out. All right, I love you guys, and I'll catch you later on. All right, peace out.